How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today, we are checking out a equipment deck. Now, some of you might know that I'm not that fond of equipment, but Nahiri Forged in Fury was one of the mythics I was missing out on from a few sets back, or from one set back, technically, because Lord of the Rings, and this one is Aftermath? Yeah, Aftermath. So, didn't find her, but she is pretty powerful. She gets cheaper based on the number of equipment you have, which is real nice. Our opponent is a Goshen type deck, which probably means they're shrines. We wanted to defeat the shrine player long before we got this far, but some of the host is okay. Swing for 3. They did take some damage, I think, from a breeding pool untap, but then they got one of it back from you. I guess we just Helm of the Host. Nothing. Sad. Rude. You Monodrac. Yep, getting some good counters. Oh, 6 of them. That's crazy. We have mini Astors. Ooh, Blackblade. Blackblade's pretty good. So let's equip that to our Lion Sash. Oh no. I have 2 more of them, so I don't really care. So it is getting a little bit less likely that I'm going to get to keep one of him. Does he go for counters or killing? Probably killing. Like that. Get a shrine off the battlefield, a useful shrine. Rude. So, equip them. Equip. Darn. We do have to clear some chaff, unfortunately. So let's remove this and stick it on here, so that we keep our commander alive. This will kill both of our Astors, but Nahiri is our commander, right? Like, she's the one we should prioritize. Even though Aster does provide a lot of value. I don't see how I win at this point. Like, maybe a sword plus a sword plus a double strike. Decline, they can have it. Sram. Need a sword that protects you from red opponent. There are two of them in the deck. That's not one of them. Okay. No attack. So I could... guess we draw a card with Sram. And then just Mind Stone. Decline. Like, our opponent is playing with us a bit. Which you do appreciate. Now if we had a Embercleave off the top, like Nahiri can do it if they choose to block with one creature, right? Honda's gonna ruin that plan. I was just trying to Sram, friend. I was just trying to Sram. Lord of the Spooky. I don't know if there's anything innately spooky about... well, I say that. Like, an abandoned shrine is kind of scary, man. Like, not gonna lie, there is an element of horror there. It's supposed to be like a godly place, right? And then when it gets abandoned and ran down, you think to yourself, well, without the upcare of like the priestly sword, is this place truly holy or has something sinister moved in, you know? Is that kind of horror element added to it? Oh my god, they have kittens as their sleeve. I hadn't noticed. How foolish of me. Opponent, where are you throwing that thing? Nahiri, okay, I'm fine with that. Nahiri isn't the end-all be-all. Look at that shrine go and shrine, man. I could see Goshintai being an abandoned shrine. It's moving, though, which is really the weird part, you know? Like, that's the unnatural part. This one, it kind of reminds me of Malevolent Shrine. It's a lot less ran down than Malevolent Shrine from Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's similar in design. So, you know, that's cool. Hat. Bravely tank for me, buddy. The hat tanked well. Huh. Resolve. Decline. Pay it 1. Resolve. Decline. We kind of had to find the Embercleave. Because if we don't, we just lose. Resolve. Sword of Mind and Body. Or Hand of Vecna. I guess Sword of Mind and Body. Decline. I don't know, bro. I think we're done. That was rough. 10 minutes too, so it's a bit long. Yeah, finding time for a game of Magic can sometimes be a trouble, right? Like, some games do just go on, and you never really know what you're going to get into unless you have spoken to your opponent and know what they're playing, right? Like, if you know that, then you might be able to get by with a short game, but generally speaking, you should probably expect a long game. We're against Dr. Spin in their Atraxa deck. And we have swords. So many swords. Some might say we're lousy with them. And they're of the green variety. I also have a red-blue sword. We do not have the black and blue sword. I thought about it, but it just doesn't seem valuable enough. The protections are okay for removal, but the ability is not great. It's just not great. Get down our blue-green first, and then we'll get down our red one, because our red one doesn't provide any value off the top. So let's get rid of Atraxa again for the first time. But it feels like again because we are endlessly fighting through Atraxas. Bad to say, the way I imagine the new Phyrexian spheres is just a factory that pumps out Atraxas. Where they get them all from, I don't know, but, you know, whatever. They clearly have them. So I guess we just play a Planeswalker of our own. And then we make a soldier and attach a sword to it. I want to get 3 swords on a little human token, and then I will name him Zoro, and he will be precious. Rude. Opponent is having mana troubles, but it doesn't really bother me, if I'm being honest. Guess I just play Nahiri. She can wear a sword pretty well. She won't be Zoro, though. Super Friends. I can dig it. I played a Super Friends deck recently. And in that Super Friends deck, I did say that it was probably 1000% correct for Atraxa to be the person in charge of that Super Friends deck. What a date. I think we actually have to kill Kiora. Really? I am just gonna equip this, and then we'll put down a Forge Anew. Because I think that has, yeah, it has a equip cost reduction, so we can frontier it up next turn. Is our opponent gonna ult Garrek Unleashed? Probably.
Let's get moving.
So do we want to just race our opponent?
The call of the wild.
You do not write this story. Bow before Phyrexia.
Out of our way.
Creature card. So if they get a ew, just ew. Embercleave one time. Nope. Okay. They currently don't have an answer to Nahiri. I guess I'm just gonna play my rocks out. I really should have Helm with hosted, I guess, but didn't think about it. Didn't realize how Nahiri worked fully. I knew we gotta cast it, but I didn't think it was free. Blue is a problem. No, it's not.
We will make this world complete.
Blue and green are the... Oh, God, no. I don't have protection from white.
This ends today.
Yeah, so... The sword actually bit me. Because our opponent can... They have to choose one creature for each player to keep with the Wander. And they can choose the Wolf and Atraxa or Vorinclex. Or they can just blink Nahiri.
If you want a job done right, hire. Make room.
Yeah. I think it's pretty well done. Take action. Like, we cleared all these artifacts and enchantments, but we can't do anything about this, and this is the problem. There are 10 different planeswalkers over there.
Nature flows with vigor.
Yeah, I think I've seen enough. Unfortunately, I'm pretty close down to time. I don't really want to risk another match, because if we run into another Traxa player, it'll just be another 10 minutes of this. So either way, if you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We'll always have another artifact deck to play, so we'll revisit Nahiri at some point, I assure you. So if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.